Hi, my name's Guybrush Threepwood, and I want to be a pirate.
Yikes! Don't sneak up on me like that.
I'm over this way.
Ah! Well then, Thriftweed.
Threepwood. Guybrush Threepwood.
I see. So, you want to be a pirate, eh? You look more like a flooring inspector. But if you're serious about pirating, go talk to the pirate leaders. You'll find them in the scum bar.
Gosh, thanks. I'll do that. Bye now. I'm off to seek my fortune.
Good luck!
Where did you say those pirate leaders were?
The scum bar.
Right. Thanks.
Hello everyone, and welcome to 4KB Shorts Let's Play The Secret of Monkey Island Special Edition. Go ahead and call it Special Edition. Now, this Special Edition has been modded. There's a mod out there on the internet that allows you to have the Special Edition game with the original graphics, but with the voiceovers, because in the original upgraded version of Secret of Monkey Island, they had a switch where you could switch between the old graphics or the new graphics. But the switch caused it to where if you switched to the old graphics, you didn't get voiceovers. And then they added some other voiceovers, some narrator stuff that wasn't in like the original. Just, you know, it wasn't very good. And a gentleman out there in the world was kind enough to mod The Secret of Monkey Island to allow you to play the game, the original graphics, the wonderful, wonderful pixelated graphics with, as you've heard already, the voices.
Re-elect Governor Marley. When there's only one candidate, there's only one choice.
She has a monopoly on the island. She is no more than a dictator. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and play ourselves a Monkey Island. Look, the Scum Bar, which is ironic in the fact that we are, of course, playing this on Scum VM. Scum, S-C-U-M-M, is the system that was used. I want to call it an emulator, but it's not an emulator. It's the coding system, the core system that was used for all of the LucasArts games with the pick up, look, talk, push, pull, so on. It's just nice to do it in there. Scum Bar, big smiley face. Oh, and they all look so happy. Well, pixelated happy. You know, this guy's been spinning up there for years. Eventually he's gonna vomit on everybody, and that's just gonna look weird. Talk to Pirate.
Ahoy there, stranger. New in town?
My name's Guybrush Threepwood. I'm new in town.
Guybrush Threepwood? That's the stupidest name I've ever heard.
Well, what's your name?
My name is Mancomb Seepgood. So, what brings you to Melee Island, anyway?
Now, what's really interesting about Guybrush's name is Guybrush was made, his avatar, his character was made in the original as a DOS paint program. I don't remember the name, but basically they named him Guy. And the extension on the file was .brush, guy.brush. You remove the dot, you get Guybrush. Where they got Threepwood from, I have no idea, but of course it became, right off the bat, first pirate you talk to yourself throws out there that he thinks your name is idiotic. Maybe that was the case in the actual development lab, but who knows? What have we come to do? I've come seeking my fortune, of course.
I've come seeking my fortune.
Oh, you have you? You should go talk to the important-looking pirates in the next room. They're pretty much in charge around here. They can tell you where to go and what to do.
And sometimes they're not rude about it.
Where can I find the governor?
Governor Marley. Her mansion is on the other side of town. But pirates aren't as welcome around her place as they used to be.
Why not?
Well, the last time she had a pirate over for dinner, he fell in love with her. It's made things rather uncomfortable for everybody.
Foreshadowing.
How's that?
Well, there's a whole big story about what happened next, but I don't believe a word of it. Esteban over there at the other table might tell you about it. He takes the whole thing seriously. Very seriously. Uh-oh, looks like my grog is going flat, so you'll have to excuse me. Nice talking to you. Have fun on Melee Island.
Will do, Captain Paxo. Alright, so there's a pirate over here we can talk to, and spinning pirate we can't talk to, but we'll talk to pirate over here, and I believe this is Esteban.
What are you looking at me for?
Well, we can start off, but it's always polite to introduce yourself before you just go ahead and throw out, I need some information.
I'd like to introduce myself. My name's Guybrush.
Yeah? So what?
And I'm looking for a dartboard.
Excuse me, but I'm looking for the dartboard.
Dartboard? We don't have one anymore. There was a horrible accident. Drinking and darts don't mix.
I got drunk one day, we went and played darts, and I murdered everybody with an axe. Drinking and darts don't mix.
Where can I get a drink?
A drink? You could wait for the cook to notice you. But that could take all day. Just find a mug and sneak into the kitchen. That is what we all do.
And I'm wondering how the cook even makes any money, considering he doesn't even, he fills up the grog barrel and then it's empty. He's like, I haven't sold any grog today. Maybe the seagulls are drinking it.
What happened to your eye?
Well, I was putting in my contact lens when... Hey, wait a second. That is none of your business.
You slipped in the shower. See, you gotta make up something good, like I took a shot to the eye, or stabbed, or a shark bit my head, or something cool, but no, I put it in my contact lens.
Who's this pirate that's bugging the governor?
LeChuck. He is the guy that went to the governor's for dinner and never wanted to leave. He fell for her in a big way, but she told him to drop dead. So he did, and then things really got ugly.
Well, of course, once you have the whole ghost zombie thing coming on.
What's so scary about this LeChuck guy?
LeChuck was a fearsome pirate. He tried to impress the governor by sailing off to find the secret of Monkey Island. But a mysterious storm came up and sank his ship, leaving no survivors. We thought that was the end of the fearsome pirate, LeChuck. We were wrong.
Apparently so. Spoiler alert, there is no secret of Monkey Island.
What happened then?
He still sails the waters between here and Monkey Island. His ghost ship is an unholy terror upon the sea. That is why we are all in here and not out pirating. Look, this whole LeChuck thing has me pretty shaken up. So, if you don't mind.
Alright, fine, we won't talk about LeChuck anymore. I didn't want to hear any of those other conversation options anyway. It's not like I had any questions about the governor, or her mansion, or the secret of Monkey Island, or any of that. No, I didn't have any questions about any of that. So, we'll just go on.
Aye.
Eye yourself.
Aye.
Alright, Cobb.
Nice hat.
Aye.
I don't think Cobb has much to say. Well, let's ask him about Loom. Maybe he'll have a little bit more to say.
So, tell me about Loom.
You mean the latest masterpiece of fantasy storytelling from Lucasfilm's Brian Moriarty? Why, it's an extraordinary adventure with an interface of magic. Stunning, high-resolution 3D landscapes, sophisticated score and musical effects, not to mention the detailed animation and special effects, elegant point-and-click control of characters, objects and magic spells. Beat the rush! Go out and buy Loom today!
Now, If I remember correctly, Loom came out before The Secret of Monkey Island, and most everything he's stating is what you'd find on boxes at the time for any game. So when Monkey Island came out, those are the types of things that you would see on game boxes. Loom, of course, having been released before, had none of those things, and had even less than what The Secret of Monkey Island had. So the obvious sales pitch is obviously a very bad joke.
Jeez, what an obvious sales pitch.
Sorry, but on some topics I just get carried away.
Well, you have yourself a good day, sir.
Nice talking to you.
Bye.
Aye, indeed. Little doggy! Now, if you look at this picture, this one is actually from the new release. Because there was no original picture of the dog. When you spoke to the dog, it was just text in the screen. So this is one of the few images that you'll see, and you may see more throughout the game. I haven't played through the entire thing to find out with the update. But you may see some more where the original image is replaced, or there was no original image, and you get this, where you have like the actual hand-drawn picture of whatever, the dog or the person or whomever. So we will be seeing this as we speak to the dog, but not for any particular reason.
Woof.
Woof. Woof, woof. Woof, woof, woof. Woof, Monkey Island. Woof, woof. LeChuck.
Really?
Woof, LeChuck?
Woof, 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 woof. Woof, 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 woof. Come on, Marley. LeChuck. Monkey Island.
Well, geez, that explains everything. Come on, guys, time to go home. The dog knows it all. Spoilers, man, spoilers. These pirates seem to look important in some way. Perhaps we should speak to them.
What be ye wanting, boy?
I want to be a fireman.
I want to be a fireman.
I'll get lost, boy, you bother us.
What, you guys don't volunteer as firefighters, really? That's just not even right.
What be ye wanting, boy?
Fine. I lied before. I wasn't sure about myself. I was having some problems, some questions about my existence. But now, I truly believe it's time for me to become a pirate.
I want to be a pirate.
So what?
Why bother us?
Hey, don't forget we're short on help because of this whole LeChuck thing. So, no pirates means no swag, and no swag means no grog, and we're getting dangerously low on grog.
Do you have any special skills?
I can hold my breath for 10 minutes.
Well, all right, but you don't become a pirate just by asking.
You'll have to go through the 3 trials.
What 3 trials are those?
There are 3 trials every pirate must pass.
You must master the sword.
And the art of thievery.
And the quest.
The what?
Treasure hunting, you sea urchin.
Right. You must prove yourself in each of these 3 areas. Swordplay, thievery, and treasure huntery. Then return with proof that you've done it.
And then ye must drink grog with us.
Grog!
That's the hardest part, of course, drinking the grog. Because before, it's okay if you're just doing all the treasure hunting and the sword fighting. None of that's hard. But drinking that grog, man. Oof.
Tell me more about mastering the sword.
First, get ye a sword. Ye must seek out and defeat the sword master. Someone in town can probably direct you. Oh! You want to find somebody to train you first.
Imagine trying to take on a sword master without any training.
I know exactly how a sword works. Pointing goes into the other man. Zoro taught me that. Well, let's ask about thievery then.
Tell me more about mastering the art of thievery.
We want you to procure a small item for us.
The idol of many hands. In the governor's mansion.
The governor keeps the idol of many hands in a display case in the mansion outside of town.
You'll have to get past the guards, naturally. The tricky part will be getting past the dogs outside. Hey, they're a particularly vicious breed. You might be able to drug them or something.
Way to spoil it, man. Yeah, those dreaded, well, he's already spoiled half of it. I will not spoil the rest for those who don't know what's coming up. Don't want to give it away.
Tell me more about treasure hunting.
Legend has it that there's a treasure buried here on the island. All you must do is find the legendary lost treasure of Melee Island and bring it back here.
Should I have a map or something?
Well, you can hardly expect to find a treasure without a map.
And don't forget, X marks the spot!
Not according to Dr. Jones. X never marks the spot, sir. Should we insult him? Well, let's ask about grog. We're going to have to drink some. We might as well find out what we're putting into our body. Is it made of all natural ingredients?
What's in that grog stuff anyway?
Grog is a secret mixture which contains one or more of the following:
Kerosene,
propylene glycol,
artificial sweeteners, sulfuric acid,
rum,
acetone, red dye number 2,
scum,
axle grease, battery acid,
and or pepperoni. As you can probably imagine, it's one of the most caustic, volatile substances known to man.
The stuff eats right through these mugs, and the cook is losing a fortune replacing them.
Hopefully it doesn't go through the table, too. Alright. It's finally time. Let's challenge these foul-smelling, grog-swilling pigs.
You're a bunch of foul-smelling, grog-swilling pigs.
To be a pirate, you must also be a foul-smelling, grog-swilling pig.
Oh. Well, at least I know what the requirements are. So let's get out there and start learning how to do these things. I just wanted to make sure that we don't have to ask
I'll just be running
again.
along now.
Leave us to our grog.
Come back later and tell us how you're doing.
I died! Alright, there are some things we can do. First of all, we're going to go over here and get warm by the fireplace. Conveniently standing far away from the door. Nice and quietly, where no one will know we're at. Ah, what a lovely fire this evening. Or, you know, not. Well, the cook is not being convenient right now, so we're gonna go ahead and head out. Not sure why he's not showing up, but we'll go. Goodbye, dear cook. I will miss you. He'll probably come out here in a minute or so, but we're not gonna stand around waiting for him.
Meanwhile, deep beneath Monkey Island, the ghost pirate LeChuck ship lies anchored in a river of lava.
Captain LeChuck, sir.
There's nothing like the hot winds of hell blowing in your face.
No, sir. Nothing like it. Sir,
It's days like this that make you glad to be dead.
Oh, yes, sir. Glad to be dead.
You are glad to be dead, right?
Oh, yes, sir. I feel so lucky that you happened to capture my ship, then murdered me and everyone on board. Yes, sir. Lucky.
Glad to hear it. Now, what was it you disturbed me for?
Yes, sir. Well, you see, we might have a problem on Melee Island.
Problem? What possible problem could there be? I've got those sissy pirates so scared of the sea, they're afraid to take a bath.
Well, there seems to be a new pirate in town. Actually, he's a pirate wannabe. Young, inexperienced, probably nothing to worry about. Don't know why I bother you with it. I'll have him taken care of myself.
Wait! I'll handle this personally. My plans are too important to be messed up by amateurs.
Yes, sir.
LeChuck has got one wild beard. Alright, so LeChuck is onto us. He knows we want to become a pirate. He's off to stop us. And yet, Guybrush is without knowledge. This looks like a shifty gentleman. Ah, a citizen of Melee. Perhaps he knows directions around town.
Excuse me, but do you have a cousin named Sven?
No, but I once had a barber named Dominique.
Close enough. Let's talk business. You want to buy a map to the legendary lost treasure of Melee Island? Only one in existence. Rare. Very rare. Only 100 pieces of 8.
That's almost $800. No, I'm afraid I'm a poor pirate. Maybe one day when I've looted and plundered enough, sacked cities, pillaged, sunk ships, I'll come back and I'll buy your map. Or I'll come back and beat you over the head with a shovel and take it.
No thanks. I don't have enough money.
Well then, buzz off, kid. It's bad for business.
Especially when I'm not bringing in any business. Oh,
Hey,
look!
don't mess with my rat.
Alright, not messing with your rat, buddy. It's okay. Deep breath. Deep breath. Men of low moral fiber. AKA pirates. Hello, gentlemen. Who's this? There's a person walking through town. You don't often see that. Well, let's speak to the men of low moral fiber. Pirates.
Hey, nice rat.
Do you like rats?
Well, they're good with Worcestershire sauce? Or a light wine sauce.
Yes, especially in a light wine sauce.
Get away!
Sorry, bad joke. Can we talk again?
I apologize for what I said about rats.
They're very intelligent creatures. More intelligent than him. Why, there's a story around these parts that a bunch of rats actually crewed a ship here from fabled Monkey Island.
No, that's not right. It was actually a group of monkeys.
And they piloted it here from the secret of Rat Island? I don't know why. You can't just say Monkey Island. You have to say the secret of Monkey Island every time.
That's amazing!
But true! When they arrived, they sold the ship for a pretty penny. Only time I've seen anyone get the better of old Stan in a deal.
I thought it was rats.
Of course you did. You tend to like rats.
Do you guys know the sneaky-looking man on the opposite corner?
Wanna buy a map, eh? Our maps are top quality, not like the bird-caged liners you get from that clown across the street. No, just kidding. These are actually copies of the minutes of the last meeting of the Melee Island PTA. Can't even give them away. Want one?
No, I don't. But I think I know a sweet way to get one anyway.
No, but I'll take one if you give me 2 pieces of 8.
Okay, that's fair.
That's a righteous deal. And these people are men of low moral fiber, while the man across the street is merely a citizen. And I was still able to get money from them. I don't think they're real pirates. At least, not anymore. Maybe they're reformed pirates.
Say, are you guys pirates?
No, we're a wandering circus troupe.
But this rat scared away the elephant.
Shut up! Of course we're pirates. You can't buy clothes like these off the rack.
What do you want?
I feel like the constant head drama for the one in the middle might have a little bit to do with the fact that he's constantly giggling.
How come you're on this street corner and not on a ship, looting, pillaging, sacking, that sort of thing?
Well, pirating hasn't been panning out so well for us.
There are some unnaturally talented pirates in the area right now.
Operating out of Monkey Island.
So we've been pursuing alternate means of self-support. We're trying to start up a circus.
It was working out well, until the rats scared off the elephant. Now you've depressed us. Go home.
But I can't! I've come to be a mighty pirate. I must continue. Let's find out what's in some of these doors. Apparently there's voodoo in some of these doors. Ooh, chickens.
Poor chickens.
What we got over here? Knickknacks?
Let's see, there's a jar of bat drippings, a box that says assorted scales, a shaker full of monkey flakes, and some cat knuckles. Cat knuckles? How barbaric!
Man, I could go for some monkey flakes right now. What is this guy holding?
He's pretty creepy.
Still doesn't tell me what he's holding, Guybrush.
Poor chickens.
I know, right? What did Voodoo ever do to you?
Gee, I wonder what's in these baskets.
You really don't, but let's go ahead and find out.
Actually, I'm not that curious to find out what's inside. Probably poisonous snakes.
Well, not all poisonous snakes.
A rubber chicken with a pulley in the middle. What possible use could that have?
I can think of a few. Let's take one.
Maybe no one will miss just this one thing.
They probably will, but then we're okay with that.
Poor little thing. Whatever it was.
Aw, Guybrush has a heart. Ooh, trunk.
Probably got a body in it.
You know, he's probably more right than we'd like to admit. Is there anything over this way? A voodoo lady!
What may I help you with, son? Wait. Don't say anything. I can sense your name is Guybrush. Guybrush nose hair. No. Threepwood. Guybrush Threepwood. Am I not right?
Yes, and I like to play Mario Kart, you freak. Shall I put my controller into the second port?
Wow, that was amazing! Do you know any other tricks?
I do not deal in tricks. What I know is the truth. Ah, I sense the guilt of stealing my chicken grows. Take it. It's yours.
Why don't you want it? Is it jinxed with an ancient voodoo curse?
No. The pulley squeaks.
Woohoo! Free chicken!
So, my mind-reading skills tell me it is your future you are interested in. Are you certain this is something you really wish to know?
No, but I want to see the fireworks anyway.
Yes, tell me everything that's gonna happen to me.
Spoiler alert.
I am getting a vision.
How's your reception?
I see you taking a voyage, a long voyage. I see you captaining a ship.
Yeah!
I see...
What? See what?
I see a giant monkey.
Yikes!
I see you inside the giant monkey.
Gross.
Wait. It's all becoming clear. Your journey will have many parts. You will see things better left unseen. You will hear things better left unheard. You will learn things better left unlearned.
What kind of things? I hate surprises.
No. The time is not right to know. When you know your purpose, come see me. I will let you know then.
But if I know, you can't tell me because I'll already know.
Yikes.
And you're gone, and that's not really helpful at all. But you know what? With that cryptic message, and our chicken with a pulley in the middle, it has been time. So I believe now we're going to go ahead and pause here. So I would like to thank you all very much for joining me and Guybrush Threepwood. Well, me, 4KB Short, and Guybrush Threepwood on this Let's Play of The Secret of Monkey Island. And in the next video, we shall discover what that secret may or may not be, and whether or not the Voodoo Priestess will tell us of our future, which we'll have already learned about in the past. I'm now confused. So I'll see you guys next video.